Wanted to do a kitchen organization video number 2. I was trying to get that all done in one day, and everything here takes 4 times longer than you wish it would. So I'm a little tired. You could see it under my eyes, but hey, got a lot of work to do. And it just happens, you get older and you're trying to get a lot done and you're just one person. Probably be making another video for help. I've had several men reach out and say that they would be willing to help. I think there's probably been about 5 different men from around the United States. And after the thing happened with Beaver, I got a little bit scared, and that was about 3 weeks ago. So I got very protective. I'm starting to open back up to the idea of getting help, but I'm sorry guys, you're working with a real woman. I'm 47 years old, and even though I have a soft side, that soft side right now is reserved for photo shoots that I do with a friend that I feel very safe being myself around, and that I can step into feminine energy. Boy, my hair is like, I want it to flip right there, and it's not flipping. So it's kind of weird. This is just what's happening while it grows out. This is a year after shaving my head. So I will be making a couple more videos to talk about, maybe like a short video for applications, and then another full video of who I am and what I'm doing. And I'll leave my email for people to reach out. And I don't have space to have a whole bunch, like 5 people out here working together, and I'm not going to deal with men fighting with each other. Everybody out here has to get along. I'm not looking for a controlling alpha male on my property. Look at my community post. I just put up a couple posts from Mr. Lightwork about divine masculine. It's kind of a different topic. That's more for a partner, which I'm being very patient in my life. I know what I want. I was married for 20 years to a divine masculine, and the men seem so broken these days, and it's a whole different topic. But as far as people who want to come and work, I'm gonna have to I need to keep space available for my business partner who comes out, and I need to keep space available for Mikey or my sons. So I only have one space, and that would be the she shed. I'll make a video in the she shed talking about that. So anyway, it was on my mind. Yes, I've been told I'm all over the place. Fuck you, anybody who wants to say that to me. You don't need to watch my channel if you think I'm all over the place. If you are a smart man, because my audience is mostly male right now, and you can follow my lead, and you realize that yes, I'm all over the place, but you're smart enough and not on drugs to be able to follow what I'm saying, then you don't have a problem with what I'm saying, and you're not going to leave nasty comments. I think I've kind of put a stop to the nasty comments. They will always come, but I will always defend myself until the day I die. So anyway, this is supposed to be a kitchen video. So I have been working so very hard in here. It's like really kind of boring. Like, I don't even know if this is going to be interesting, but I do like to share the progress I'm making. My kitchen is so very important to me. I have had this farmhouse for 14 years, and this is the first. It's taken that long to get it together. It's not quite done. I'll just show you around right now. So yes, the wall needs to be finished. I can work on that. It looks a little messy right now. I have 3 of these. I actually decided I'm going to put them in here. So I'm not going to do that right now. It's hard to, well, maybe I will. Oh, no, it's not locked in place. It's not in place. It's not. This is a dishwasher. So it looks like I can't open it. All right, so I'll put those 3. There's one here, there's one over here, and there's one here. And I will put them under here. Now, this is why everything takes so long. That's a mess. So, to clear those off of the counter, here, the other one, clean out that, open up this one. Just to open that and take it out and put it together takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Just to clear out here takes probably another 20 minutes. So it'll take me a half an hour to get those 2 off my counter. So if I'm not making videos, it's because I'm working my freaking ass off. I have done all the dishes almost. I'm going to show you my most exciting thing. I know, I geek out on this kind of stuff. Well, it's missing 1 cup. The only last cup that I have dirty is this coffee cup, and it goes on the very top. Yes, they're color coordinated, kind of. I would like to have more shelves, but I would have to cut them down and find the little tabs here, and then I could not stack them, and I could fit a whole nother 2 shelves in there and fit even more. So this is like the colored cups. Let's not look at that yet. This one, I'm gonna put this one up. I just found this one at the Goodwill yesterday or the day before, probably the day before. Behind every successful man is an astonished woman. So that one goes up here with the colored cups. So there's 2 spaces. There's 1 space right here and 1 space up there. But do I have a problem with coffee cups? Yeah, that was a comment that I had a problem. No, I don't. We use coffee cups. We have coffee. And we have a little bit of tea. Not a lot. Chocolate, rooibos. There's probably a few back here. I had a lot more tea. It's all organic. I lost about $100 worth of organic tea. These are green tea. And there's a little bit of coffee. I would like to have more, but this is all that fits in a drawer. So I made all that fit. How long did that take? Probably at least a half an hour to an hour to get that. Yes, I know I'm all over the place. This is not completely as organized as it should be. I don't know, you know, like I like it like that. I don't have any place to put these right now, so it's in a catch-all bin. This could be better organized. I need to take these out and put them somewhere else, but yeah, it's not as organized as it should be. But hey, let's just put everything back how I had it for now. Okay. Every drawer is organized. I've already showed these drawers, so I'm not going to show those again. Let's jump back over here. I love this one. And I just picked up more. I got a solid red cup. I have no idea why. And I got this love cup, $2 at the Goodwill in the town next door. So, oh, look at that one up there. I had king of only a few things. I already had that cup. And I just found this one, queen of everything. I think they're fun. Oops, let me get my camera right back. You know, it's not to say men have nothing and queens have everything, but I just like them. So this is great that I have that one together. Now, I need my chair. I can't show everything without, I'm too short. This I did show, but I reorganized it. So this is all just the fancy cups that have the gold around them. And I can fit a little bit more, but for now, well, that little one. This little one doesn't have, I don't know what that is. It's like a little vase. And this is another space up here that you have to climb up on a stool to get to. These are a little crooked. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I have the kind of cabinets that you tighten it right in here and it will raise that up and make it fit. Better contractor, better than Beaver had showed me that. So these are the goddess cups. These are just other little things. You know, I got all of this for free. So, you know, it's not something I went and bought, but whatever. There's still room to do more, but that's what I did for that shelf for now. This one is not as organized as it should be. So I need to organize that better. I have to hide the marshmallows or my youngest daughter will get them. And there's some cooking spices in here. That would be better if I had a space right here to organize the cooking spices. I would be okay with kind of having them out. I don't think I want them across there because I like it clean. This needs to move over 2 inches. You can see it's supposed to be in line with this. So that's moving over. We do have the other cabinet that's going in probably today. It's right here. I don't know what I'm doing with this area yet. This is not as organized as I want it to be. This is all decor that's going to be going on this wall and right up there and then maybe right above. I can't do anything above. Trust me, I'm getting to this whole area today. So this is a different china. There's 6 baskets, so 5 of them are china, 1 of them is decor. So I just got this one. I pick up stuff like this for $1.99. It says blessed and it's got like the 3 little pictures. So I'll put that up somewhere on the wall or on a shelf. And that would be like me and my daughter's. Kind of looks like ass up there like that, but I don't know. There isn't really any. See, you just can't really organize it. It looks like a mess, but whatever. I could put it somewhere else. So still working on kind of clearing out right here. I will be putting up curtains. I got the curtains. This is not, well, this is part of the kitchen organization. I'm going to have 1 of those. There's still more stuff. All the shopping bags are under there, and that cannot stay under the table because instead of having 2 tables, I'm going to have 1 with the 3 chairs. We have been putting together all of the shelves. Trust me, all this stuff looks easy. It is easy, but it takes a lot of time. My business partner, Jeff, is here right now. It was 4 hours, just 4. He kept track. These are about an hour each, but 4 just to do this one back here. I have to come back after him and clean up. So I've been putting everything over in this bin, stuff to mount them. But, you know, after he does it, he leaves me these boxes and I got to go in and get all of this into a bag. So I filled bags and bags of this stuff. Mikey and I brought them to the burn pit yesterday, but my whole truck was filled with, you know, trash like this, boxes and everything. I made a little video of that when I woke up this morning. He had this one together for me. This probably took an hour and a half to 2 hours to put together. This one is a mess right now. Now we're getting into the living room. So this is going in the living room. This one is going, I just took stuff off of the couches that my daughters had messed up. Messied up. So I just took their stuff off. This is going in their bedroom. Bedding, we'll have some. I might have like the pink out here. There's some pink curtains. I'm not really sure. I'm still working on decorating. It hasn't gone to that. But there's 2 of these. He's doing another one that will take another 4 hours. And it's going on this wall and this wall. 2 of them. And then those couches are coming out. So this, I thought I would put a shelf there. Yeah, this is the kind of work that I have to do. I've got to go in and replace that beam right there. And then we're going to pop in some insulation, and then the plan would be to put some sort of wood over it, and then I'm going to put some art on this wall. I already have the 4 pieces of art on they're being delivered, And who knows what's down here. It's a heater, so I decided to not put anything here. This is a propane heater, and this is how we're going to be heating. I do still need an electrician. Yeah, this is the condition of my house and has been. Kind of why I don't live here all the time, but I'm biting the bullet and doing it. So I will do another video while this comes together, but I've got to get all this wood out. I've got to be able to get access to the floor so that I can lay down all this. I have enough to do the whole house, the whole living room with this. And I'm putting all that wood right over here. So I'm moving these over in front of each other, and then I'll have this whole spot right here to put the wood. So it's almost like 3 feet by 3 feet. Hopefully it'll fit. If not, I'm gonna have to find someplace else and just put the wood there. I can't put the wood anywhere else. If I put it out here, you can see it all leaks. It leaks pretty bad. So we can't have stuff, even this, I'm gonna have to put a tarp over it so we don't get our equipment ruined. Even by the door, I had to get this out of the house, man. It's just taking up too much space, but right here by the door, it leaks, the water comes in. So this whole little shed really needs to be rebuilt, re-roofed. Hey, you know, sometimes you got losers helping you and they promise to do things and they don't get to it. So Beaver was supposed to put a coating all on this in exchange for living out here, but whatever. So I mean, this kind of stuff should probably go out to the barn. It's bedding and pillows, but maybe not yet. Hey, every day I work on it. It's just non-stop. So these are 3 more shelves that need to be put together. We'll get to that. Oh, and 2 more shelves here. But hey, at 4 hours each, it's another 20 hours of work that my good friend, he's 69, he's here doing it. So yeah, I can find different jobs for people depending on their age, their energy level, their health, that are appropriate. He loves being in here in the house. The girls are here, and he's just putting together shelves in peace. And I'm so happy he's doing that, because literally he'll be here for a week and he would have put in 40 to 60 hours just putting shelves together. Thank you, Jeff. So anyway, once we put these together, I might be able to move these buckets right there, but I really don't want buckets all stacked up. We could do 2 high, 3 over, 6. We could put 6 of them there. If we go high, it'd be 2 high, 6. I don't know. I could also put these outside. It's all food. I might be able to. How many do we have? We have 8. It's like 10 buckets there, but I think only 8 are filled with food. So 8 buckets. Whatever. So this is a shelf that I've been working on. I know it's a little messy. These are water bottles. Mikey saves the water bottles. I save them for him. It's not a great place to have something hanging like that. It's, stupid looking, but whatever. It looks messy. But this is the most organized I've ever seen this shelf. It's not the best, but I know I've shown it multiple times. There's not a lot of food on there. There's one more space for water down on the bottom, and it's a little more cat food. Always got to have cat food for the kitties. The kitties. Do we see a kitty? Yes, we see a kitty. Hi, baby. Do we see another kitty? Yes. So this is Nori. Hi, beautiful Nori. Good morning. And this one is really starting to turn into her mama. This is Cat. This is my kitty. My beautiful kitty. I love her. I love all of them. Look how shiny their coats are. It's because we take care of our kitties. We love them. We feed them. They do need some flea stuff right now. But, I'm going to have to look on Amazon and try to find an all-natural, organic flea care, because I'm not going to have toxins and poisons in my house. Oh, my baby. She's so cute. I heard her mama outside crying. All right, so trust me, I was in my kitchen for hours yesterday, like just doing this. That's broken. I gotta fix the thing on top. But I had all of these in a bin, and I thought, if they're in a bin, how can I get to them, you know? So I put, some of these are empty jars for more, and I actually do have a few more. I have tart cherry that I can put in there. I have red juice, best served cold. These are very expensive. A organic tart cherry powder, very, very healthy for you. Anti-inflammatory, immune. My husband had found out about that, late husband, when he was dying. He had told me about tart cherry. This is red juice made with all kinds of different things. Recharge your mind and body with a fruity blend of premium organic superfoods, lasting energy, 0 caffeine, only 2 grams of sugar. So this has got all kinds of stuff in it right here. It says pomegranate, cranberry, blueberry, raspberry, lemon, acai, rhodiola root, ginseng root, beet, mushroom, more mushroom, but just the fruiting body. So, and then there's also green juice, and that has coconut and ashwagandha. So I could put that one in one of these jars too. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more powders that I could put, and there's 6 empty jars. So this is the kachava. I have that in a bin right here. That's an entire bin of kachava. And then the mushroom powder, I don't even have the mushroom powder in a jar. So if I do that, that would fill all 6 of these. I ran out of labels though. So these are all organic powders that I have put in these little jars and labeled and cut the little labels. And there's everything, strawberry, whatever. This is the blend. I made a video with that. That's all 10 powders that I have, and I put them into one. So I finally got that. Well, when you smell poop, you know that there's a kitty under your feet pooping. Yikes, stinky. So some of this stuff maybe shouldn't go here. What was this? Peach chews. Like, that probably shouldn't go there. But I don't know. There's some organic plant proteins. These jars are empty, but they're clean. This is more powders, so I could put those. I could get a couple more. Well, I don't need to. I can leave these right like they are in their jars. They should really move over here. But I labeled the agave syrup so that, you know, people know that that's what's in there. You know, like, otherwise, who knows what's in there? So, and then right behind it is the actual package. So I'm keeping all the packages. So agave, coconut sugar. I thought, well, I know that it's coconut sugar, but I was like, no, better label it. I know it doesn't look as good to label it like that on that. Every bin is organized. There's sea and turmeric and cranberries. That's probably where I need to put that other one there, hiding. But that's a children's one, I think. No, maybe it's not. I mean, it has happy smiling faces, but anybody can have that. So that one really should go in with this generic bin. You know, if somebody, like, if they're having a problem, I can share that kind of stuff. Then I also have one just for children's. That is completely full with children's medicine. I need to take the lysine out. So how come everything takes so long to organize? Because, hey, I realized, you know, some of those things were not in the right place. So I went through and made them better. So children's, this is only children's stuff. So if they're under 10, then I made sure that only the children's stuff was in here. Some of it's empty. This one is empty, but I'm keeping the bottle in case we need to get more. I can hand this to somebody. or I can get it myself. But Zarbee's is something that I have for the kids. That's the brand that I like the most. Sometimes they need, this one is for, it's leaking. I love when it leaks. I think there's only one more shot in here. I don't know. I feel like I should get rid of it. I can give them half dosage. Okay, this one good. This one's for children. These are for children. So all of this is children's stuff, and then multivitamins. Yeah, some of this stuff is pretty expensive, and I did put that family size one, so this can be for children or not, in here. So now, and there's even like these little lolly things. So I don't know about this one because it's leaking. I should clean that. I'll put it in the sink, because who wants to have, you know, open a bin and have it be all over. So I could put this in the women's one, or I could put it in the children's one, because my son, who's 16, takes this sometimes. He's not living with me right now, so that's why I decided this is just for the children. He's 16, so he's going into a different realm. So he takes lysine. I take lysine sometimes. So, but anybody can take it who needs it. Vitamin D is a universal. This is a probiotic. It's got a few in there. Anybody can take this kind of thing. It's 1,000 times better. It's probiotic, antioxidant. Vitamin C, anybody can take that. And then, of course, I said the turmeric is good for stuff. Cranberry, in case they're having like some kind of urinary tract infection. So it's kind of like stuff. Wormwood, maybe not so, but this is for antibacterial too. This is my son's, but anybody can have allergy relief. You know, when you're living out here, that can happen. And I think this is a probiotic as well. So there's a few in there just to kind of build up somebody's immune. Ibuprofen, got a couple of those. We need more of these. And then hydration. If somebody's sick, they're throwing up, we've got a couple different hydration packs in here that I invested in and haven't even used. This is why I'm organizing all this in the farm kitchen. This is a hydration mix, a boost. Also have these things that can be infused in water to make it taste better, and Pepto-Bismol, because I've never had this stuff, but some people need that. So this is now my like universal. I need to get like a label on there, but I know that this is for my girls, this is for me, and this is for anybody who needs health care. This is all my kind of stuff that I've invested in. Youth Complex, haven't been taking it. This is Gundry MD. This is pretty expensive shit, probably $30 a bottle. And I do need to start taking it. What does it have in it? Cherry Blossom. I don't know. This is something that one of my other characters would do a review on and start taking. The 45 plus, her name is Pure Opulence. She's a model, 45 plus model. She would be covering stuff like this. You can see $21 for this. What is this? DHA extra. Cognitive memory, emotional well-being, double dose of high intensity omega-3. Again, this is something that could be put into this universal bin, especially if somebody's coming off of certain addictions and stuff. So it's not really necessarily mine. Something like this, chlamydia control. Yes, I've had chlamydia before. And has this been open? I don't know. Yeah, this might have been open. No, this has not even been open. So this is a good company. They have all kinds of different things for different sexually transmitted infections. That's what that is. It's not a disease, it's an infection. I have raw probiotics that I take. So there's different, they're all kind of the same ones. This one might have been, oh, this, again, that one's not opened either. I think I bought a 3-pack. So, I'm going to reorganize them. This one is for menopause, Menogard. This is actually something that my brother, he's a year younger than me. This is his company. So I got those for free. This is more restores balance, so immune, digestive stuff. I don't take all this stuff all the time. And some of my labels got messed up because I had to clean them. They got wet. Is this more? So none of these have been opened. So anybody who has chlamydia could actually, you know, if they got an infection like that, could take these. So it's not just for me, but it's for women or men if men have it. And then this is more stuff that my chiropractor, $13, gave me, different things for gallbladder. So I can't remember, 16, maybe 18. Can't remember exactly. That's, I think, for gallbladder. Some of these are expensive, $30 for that. And he's out in Tucson, so I don't see him right now. And then this is something new, 4-in-1 weight management. It's not a problem having this label like that. I just, you know, it happened, and I needed to save these. So there's a bunch of those. There's 3 of those, and I don't even know what they are. This is something my dad recommended that I take, Resvera, and it's what they have in wine. So you can see, like, it's made with green, or not green, but dark grapes. So this is important. This can be for anybody. This could be in this other box over here. But I put it in, especially eliminates IBS, gas, stomach, bloating, constipation, colon health. So, you know, but so that is the stuff that I have that I don't really take, but I have it, you know, when I do need to take it. So this is just straight up, like, basically aspirin, vitamin C, and hydration, and allergy stuff. This is for the kids when they get sick and to keep them healthy. And then this is, you know, when you're a woman and you need to keep, you know, your skin looking good, your digestive system, and manage any bacterial imbalances. So that's why that takes so long. And then, you know, I'm noticing, what's this? Why did I have that in there? This needs to go over to that other shelf. And then to make room in these, I took out these things. So this is for water, superfoods to nourish your life. Instantly dissolves in hot or cold water. Tastes great. So this is a way to make your water taste better. But these were kind of pricey. I got them somewhere. So I put these in with the tea. Because what? Tea you put with water, right? And this stuff too. Coffee. So I put them in here. I figured that was better than having them there. So every single thing I do takes time because of this. I can't help that I like being super detailed and super organized. I'm doing this in the kitchen, but I would do this if I was doing a plan for the house. That's why I'm able to buy all the materials that I need, and hopefully not be off by too much. I can do it with a business plan. I can do it with a marketing plan. I can do it with a website. I can do it with organizing the barn. It all just takes time. But having that skill to be super organized and detailed and planning for the future. You know, if I have somebody that's sick, which bin do I go to? Do I want to keep all that stuff in bins, hiding in a corner? No. I'm going to put it in an organized bin. I'm going to label it. I'm going to go through it 1 or 2 or 3 times until it's perfect. And now those bins are perfect. But nothing's ever perfect. And they can go back up on their shelf. But every single thing that I'm doing, to organizing my cups, my pans could be better. So let's take a look at that now. So over here is where I put dishes. Now I don't have a lot of dishes because we use paper plates here, and utensils, and I don't mind spending the money on that. But if we decide that we're gonna wash dishes, which I was doing dishes, then I do have some plastic dishes. This is kind of more like what my girls would use, right on the top shelf. And then me and Jeff, he had some soup yesterday, and I think he used one of these little bowls. So these are soup bowls, because, you know, who wants to have soup in like one of these little flimsy things? And then there's for some nice dinners, if I want to cook nice dinners for me and my girls and another person or two, then I do have some plates that I can mix and match together. Not a lot, you know, this is it. This is all my bowls and dishware. I have a lot more coffee cups. I do have these though, and you know, it took a lot to fit them in. This is all the space I have. So this is the matching set. There's a whole bunch. So if I want to have, like, you know, feed like 10 people, then I can do that. And then I also remember up on the fridge have all my fine china for an event. This could be better organized, but this is what I have right now. So this is all the pans. So these are my good ones right here. There's a couple, I don't know if I matched up the right lids. This is for making like a big thing of soup. This is a nice pan. It's not the cheap shit. This is actually a $50 pan. I keep these safe because when I don't, and when I buy cheap stuff, this is a cheaper pan. Look at how bad it is. That is clean, mostly. I mean, they're just dried kind of weird, but these are all the shit pans right here. And I really don't want to give those to anybody to use. I want to throw them in the garbage, but right now I just cleaned them and I put them there. But you can see these are the nice pans. I invested in nice pans. I do have some nice pans elsewhere, but I don't know where they are. So for the farm, I bought these last year so that we can cook well. And then these are just a few little, we have another lasagna plate, I think, that matches this one in the refrigerator still. And then these are a couple platters. I showed all this stuff, but this is where, I'm just showing where I organized it. This one's like a cheese platter. So we have a few different serving dishes and a little more room to fit something else. I know that I have another smoothie thing, but I might have left it in Arizona. So this is the one that I have. There's a little waffle maker. So really can't fit a whole lot more in here, but this is where the cookware is organized. So I just had to go in and fill all the empty jars. There's only one empty jar left. So I made these little things. I got this at the dollar store. So there's just these ones. I didn't realize I still had some left over. This is like paper chalkboard chop it up stickers. You get 2 of them for $1.25, and you get to cut them on that back side. So I got another piece left, and I just want them to all have that little farmhouse look to them. These containers are fine, and I'm going to keep the containers and put them up high in a bin so that I can remember. And if I want to order more tart cherry, I can either order it from this company or go on Amazon and find a different one once this one is used up. They don't all have the little spoons in them. I should have done that. I do have spoons for most of them, some of them. This one is beets. My mom gave that to me, so she got that on probably, she finds all kinds of, everything's organic here, but she finds stuff on like eBay and shares with me. And then the green juice, I made a video. This one is brand new. It still has a seal, so I'll keep that one on the shelf. But for now, I got this one. Actually, it was not the green juice that had a problem. This one is fine. It was this one that was all clumped together because when there's moisture in the air, it starts to clump together. So I really had to beat that one up to get it back to a place where it wasn't all, it still has some clumps, but you can put it in hot or cold water so they will dissolve. And then I just don't want any little packages like this This was in this drawer. If it's in this drawer, it's okay because it's sealed up from mice. But if that's on my shelf, then it can get a hole through it. And all this stuff is very expensive. And I collect it so that I can keep myself healthy, my girls healthy if they want to be, and anybody else who trusts me and doesn't think that I'm a witch trying to poison them. If somebody's around me like that, they leave my property because I don't tolerate that energy around me. All right, so I'm going to keep going and try to finish up this kitchen. This is my one extra bin that has everything that is empty so I can remember the brand, and just everything that's in the jars. I think there's like 20 jars now. It's all in here. Some of it, this one I just put in there. Some of it, like the carrot powder, is just too, I can't get it apart. It's like, it's kind of wasted, so it's too bad. And then this one is the broccoli powder. I had extra on that. These are empty containers. I just put them in here so I can remember. So this is my one bin that goes high up on the shelf to remember where all the yummy, good, healthy stuff comes from. All right, now I have this shelf all organized with these. I don't know how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 containers. So I could even double stack them, but it's a little difficult to do. I did try it already. I did. They would work. So I could do probably about 48 jars on this shelf. If there's 20, we could do another row right here. So that'd be 24 double stack, and that would be 48 different powders. There is more powders that I don't even have out here. I could invest in more. And I cleaned this up a little bit more as well. So these are all the alternative sugars. Like the coconut sugar is alternative. That container back there is empty, but I could put some sort of raw turbano sugar in there. And this one I could put either sugar or some kind of flour in there. I have not labeled the back one yet, but that is a gluten-free flour from the mixes that I got. So I need to actually write on there that that's gluten-free. These probably could have labels as long as there's like a flat place where I could put a little circular label on that. So that might say oat flour on it. And then the one back there might say turbano sugar. I found these couple things. They were in the medicine bin. So this is a organic 0-calorie sweetener. It's stevia. I'm not sure if I liked this one. $7. No, this one's okay. Certified organic stevia. That's all that's in it. This one I think I got at Walmart. Organic liquid stevia extract. So one's a powder, one's a liquid. This one has natural flavor, but still, for like a diabetic, this can be okay. It's really not. If you do further research on diabetes, then they do not recommend, the deeper research on it does not recommend stevia. They actually recommend more of these other ones, like honey, possibly coconut syrup, sugar. Agave syrup can work really well. That's low glycemic. Maple syrup, a little bit. Elderberry is not a sweetener. It's an immune support. This is about $30 for this bottle, so this is more of a medicine. I think it would be cool in this. That's why I just kind of brought that out to the forefront. But I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to put it in right now because this hasn't been cleaned. But I love this. This is beautiful. You see the crown on there? Like, I never even noticed the crown until I just moved it over. Found these little things. They were like 25 cents each. I might hang them somewhere else. Yes, that does say poison. That says venom. They were 99 cents for all 4 of them at Goodwill in a little bag in the Halloween section. Elixir and potion. So even something like that little potion thing could go like around this just to kind of decorate. I might do that. I think that would fit on there. Let me try that. I like that potion. I tried the elixir one, but the elixir one is like all like old looking. So really elixir would be probably more fitting if I was to put some sort of elderberry syrup. If I don't just do straight up elderberry syrup, if I was to mix it, then it would be more like an elixir. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We're not getting, all hung up on what these are, because I don't have any venom and I don't have any poison here. And I really don't have any elixirs unless you want to call these elixirs, because if these are mixed with water, these are like an elixir. And I definitely don't have any potions, but I will. So why does everything take so long? Because I have to wash everything. I found these couple lids and I thought, okay, I can't put those back on with them being yucky. I'm not going to spend all day trying to get the sticky stuff off of there. It was on this one because it was brand new, but it just got kind of a little bit old. So these go back, way back. Heather's Tummy Fiber. This is a company that helps people with irritable bowel syndrome. That's what my husband started with before he died. And then my son got it too. They're both the same. So this one had been opened. Teas last for a really long time. So this didn't work out so well for my husband, but it did work for my son when he was sick. He's 24 now, so about 10 years ago we found this company. So I hold on to them just in case. So these are some teas that I have for mommy type stuff. And I do have more up here. Bitches Brew tea. There's all kinds. There's 5 different teas. They're very expensive. They are organic. They're all kinds of herbs. They have up to 20 different natural organic herbs in them. Tea lasts for a really long time. It's a dried herb. So this is lavender. It's not labeled yet, but I have to smell each one of them and remember what they are and go into, I think, my Etsy shopping cart. I can fit a lot more tea up here and I plan on it. So as you can see, it's empty back here. I have some of these jars for actually drinking tea, but I could fit 4 of these back. These are $5 each though. So I found some little jars that are half the size for $1.25 at the dollar store, Dollar General. So I might be getting more herbs, kind of like stacking these differently. I'd probably just do all the mommy herbs, like 2 thick, and then I'd do all the other teas, and then I would add some more different tea up there. So basically, that is my organization of powders, teas, sweeteners, and there will be a little more flour type stuff. The last thing that I have to do, oh, and remember, forgot the vitamins up there, and then the extra teas, the mushroom. Oh yeah, remember I said I had one more back here, one more jar. I think that I will put the mushroom one in there. So there are 5 bags in here. The ones that are opened already, I'm going to put in this jar. So yeah, and they're still soft. They didn't get messed up from traveling or anything. These are unopened, so I'll keep these in here. And yeah, why does it take so long? All right, so there's actually 3 full bags. And there's also this coconut creamer, which I don't really use all that much. But so I'm keeping those bags. I'm also going to keep these bags and put them back. I might as well have some in my coffee right now. So just one scoop. I don't have this very often because I'm still seeing how I react to it. But I'll stir that in. Just makes my coffee a little healthier. There's a lot of different things in this. This has got it's got like 6 different ones. You can see them all right there. I can't read the first one. Cordyceps, lion's mane, reishi, shiitake, turkey tail, and king trumpet. So I would personally like to try each one of these separately for like a week and see if it really does, you know, give me stamina, focus, stress relief, immune support, healthy digestion, and works as an anti-inflammatory. So I want to do more research on this, but this is, they claim that it's 2,000 milligrams of mushrooms, rigorously lab tested, 100% vegan, and it's more than just coffee. All right, I just have a couple more things to do. I am going to wash that pan and find some place for it. I'm going to wash that cup so all the cups are put away. Maybe I'll wash that because it was leaking, but really need just a new one. And there's some cans of organic food in here. They got wet when we traveled across the United States 3 weeks ago. So I don't want to throw away that food. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's probably $25. And hey, that could feed somebody right there for 2 weeks. Well, it could feed me. So there's space here, not on the bottom, but like right here. There's a couple, there's a little space, you know, look, I could fit something here. I can move things around. I could fit almost all of that food that's right there as soon as I clean it up. I could fit it right here. I could possibly hide it in the back because it's like, what about right here? Yeah, that's my last thing to do in here. All right, do I have some place for this? I have no idea. Let's see. No, I must not. I mean, I must, but I must not. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't go there anymore. All right, so. Boy.
Some pans fit inside of the others.
I don't think it's going to fit inside of there. We could try it. Maybe. But I'm thinking I might end up doing something different because I really like having this one with the lid where it goes together because it sucks having to find the lid. So this shelf could be better organized. So it does fit inside of there. All right, and then let's do the lid that goes with it. Yeah, okay, so that works. Yep, just barely fits. The lid that was on top of it doesn't fit. So what I'm thinking for like pots and pans like these, all the good ones, the ones that I'm throwing away, no. So I can make a little more space in here. But I have a light that is supposed to go up above here. But I'm thinking that maybe I can combine it with a pot rack. So here is the light. It's just like a normal looking light. It was brand new, it just got stuff on it. I think it's black. Yeah, it is black. But that should be pretty. I'll have somebody put that in. I'm not sure where those are going. I think down the hallway. But I think there's enough room to maybe put that light and then also have a hanging rack. Because I don't have anywhere else to put a hanging rack. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to like that. But I'll look things up and see if I can find something. Now, another thing is I like my sink to stay clean. So this is it. This is all I want in there. This thing would normally sit right there. I do not have it sit there because my counter is not finished yet. This has not been refinished to where it's supposed to be. And this does not have any caulking around it because it's just here for now. I have not had a nice black sink like that. That was like $200, and I want to keep it nice and clean. And this faucet was $200 too. So this is a $400 setup, and I want to take care of it. So I like my sink to be clean. I've told the girls all dishes go in here. I could have washed that bin out after I emptied it, but anybody who comes over, this is where I want the dishes to go that are dirty. And they just kind of live right here around the corner. Maybe they'll live somewhere else. They could live down there. I don't know. But I would rather have a bin sitting on the floor with dirty dishes so that when I walk in, I see a nice, clean counter and sink. That's just how I want to live my life these days. I keep these little plugs right there. I keep these little things to catch everything always in here. They're dirty right now, but I cannot afford to have my drain messed up. I don't know why the sink is starting to look like this. Maybe it's just a little bit dirty. So I want to try to keep it clean looking. It might just be residue, but I probably should look up how to care for one of these. They will not last forever. They will get scratches and burns. They're pretty because they're black, but stainless would be better. But I just wanted to try something new, something a little more designer, and something that I would like for the farm kitchen. It's hot water, and then I always like to get that cleaned up and stick it right back in here. I don't want any of that stuff dripping anywhere around there. I don't want it sitting up here because the cats knock it down. This needs to be framed still. This needs to be cut down. We're not done with the actual renovating process, but it's getting there. All right, so that bin is empty. And I just washed all of these. Hi, Dusty. If I find that something happened to the can and it got rusted through, then of course when I open it, I won't use it. Also, if the labels start to peel off, then I might just do the little stickies and say black beans. But hopefully these will dry and I can put them on the shelf like they are. And also, if I find some cat hair that gets into an unopened can, then I won't use it either. But hey, I'm just joking. That's not gonna happen. Dusty's short-haired. She doesn't get hair everywhere. And neither does cats. They're just my little friends. My little furry friends that like to supervise. Now, this bin is definitely yucky. Oops. With its 3-week-old water. So the bathroom is not renovated yet. Hey, I'm looking for somebody to help me with that. That's not a job that I think I can take on. But the water works, and I can still clean out yucky bins so that we can use them again. This one definitely needs to be cleaned out. I kind of feel like I should, I don't know. I'm just going to put it in here. I hate to pour it into the bathtub, but nobody's taking a bath right now. Nope. Sometimes you gotta figure out what you're doing. I need to wash both of them. Just want to get a little bit of stuff in there. For now, water, and then I'll get some soap in there. I just thought that was kind of funny. So I just dried off all of these, not with a towel, but with paper towels. And then I'll put them on the shelf. And this is going to be my thumbnail. No, of course, I would never poison anybody's food. But hey, it's funny. So that's it. I think that I have been in here for 4 hours because, yes, Grandpa Jeff almost has this together, and these take about 4 hours to put together. So yeah,
I have
just
to take it apart.
oh no. Oh no.
At least this one part.
Just one part of it?
One part of it. This has to flip over.
It's a free play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these are tricky little buggers to put together. But that's why I'm letting a rocket scientist figure it out. So,
Faster the second time.
so anyway,
Unless we're talking about something else.
It's a free play, so you don't have to follow.
oh my gosh, he just said it's supposed to be faster the second time unless we're talking about something else. Typical guy. You guys always have something funny to say like that. Hey, it puts a smile on our face, makes us laugh. So I'm not quite done in here. I do have to clean out under the sink still, but I'm not going to worry about that. And I have to make room for all those things that I just showed you, the cans. If you don't want to eat food because it came out of a can that was a little, damaged on the outside, that shows that maybe you judge a book by its cover, or maybe you judge somebody by how they look. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm not judging, but yeah, I'm not going to throw away $25 worth of food when it took me 10 minutes to clean them up. So I guess the last thing that I want to say as wrapping up is, I know it looks like all of this is silly, and why am I spending so much time getting my kitchen organized? There's a number of reasons why. Number one, I care about my health, even though I smoke cigarettes. It's the only thing I do that is somewhat destructive, but keeps me in a happy place and still performing at a pretty good high function. It's boring, when I'm doing this kind of work. I think I just look at it as a meditative process. Like, this is what needs to be done, and I'm going to do it because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in Pure Love and Beyond, the farm, the retreat, turning it into something. I believe in having good health, and if I can get my girls to eat healthy, or anybody else around me. Am I set up and cooking all the time? No, not yet. But that's what we're doing. The shelves that we got together so that I can bring in cookbooks, so that I can have getting this whole kitchen set up has been a main focus for me for the past year and a half. I first came out here about 16 months ago to get the kitchen partially in. You can see there's a spot still missing right there. But I just went to Tucson, Arizona, and packed up and brought back some of this kitchen stuff. I just ordered the shelves to be able to get all the books that are in the trailer in here. I've worked with 3 or 4 different guys to try to get everything in here. I'm going to be laying the tile down on the floor. I need to get a sander and sand. There's a lot. But I imagine having people in my kitchen around my island eating good food. I imagine the living room together, and even though it's a small living room, it's going to be an intimate space to invite people that want to have deeper conversations, healing conversations, and enjoy some healing elixirs and potions and drinks. Some of them might be spiked with some alcohol. I haven't brought the alcohol in yet. That will go someplace out of reach from children or anybody who might be an alcoholic, because they're not drinking my alcohol that I've invested in. It's just a little bit here and there as medicine. So yeah, it really just comes into seeing and imagining a future and imagining people here, whether it's just me, my girls, my 2 older boys, my friend Grampy Jeff, or he's our family now. Whether it's somebody who comes out and wants to work for room and board, whether it's a client or somebody's signing up for a $10,000 or $15,000 workshop. These are all plans that I have. And so I'm getting my space together for all of that. And it's just me and my girls, because I want my space to stay really clean and organized. So if my boys come here, then they stay in the Winnebago. That's for Mikey and my 2 boys. They get to stay in that. If Grampy Jeff is here visiting, which he comes and goes, then I have a space for him. And for anybody who wants to live out here in exchange for working, then I have the She Shed, which is also going to be in the future where we hold some therapy sessions for alcoholism and drug addiction. I won't be having those in my house. I don't want any men who have problems with alcohol or women who have problems with alcohol or drugs in my house, unless it's something that they have overcome years ago. And now maybe they're going deeper and they want to have the conversations around rape. So they first have to be off of their addictions and be in a level-minded place in their life before we dive into the rape conversations, because I'm not going to deal with a woman who's dealing with that plus alcohol and drugs. First, we're going to get them off alcohol and drugs. Now, this is just something that we talk about. It's a timeline that I could travel. It might not happen, but right now, today, at this moment, and previous moments for the past almost year, I've imagined it. So I'm continuing on that path, but who knows, things change. So anyway, thank you for watching this long video. Like I said, when I do long videos, it's a treat. This takes a lot of energy for me to do this. I've been in here for 4 hours. It'll take me another half an hour to edit the video. So to share part of my day with you, I don't have to do it, but I want to. I'm called to do it, so I do it. All right, thank you for watching. I love you. Peace.